Good morning, namaskar, vanakkam, sat sri akal, everyone. Welcome to the world of scientific language FDB. My name is Dr. Safraz Ahmed, Assistant Professor at the Department of Mathematics, the Assam Kaziranga University. Today, I have privilege of being your host for the session. We'll begin this session today with an introduction to LaTeX. What is LaTeX? LaTeX is a high-quality typesetting system that is widely used for producing scientific and mathematical documents due to its powerful handlings of formulas and bibliographics. Unlike standard word processor, LaTeX allows users to focus on the content of their documents while handling the formatting and layout automatically. This makes it particularly useful for documents that include complex structures such as techniques reports, thesis, dissertation, research paper. Now I'm pleased to introduce our esteemed speaker, Bipan Hazarika, sir. He's a professor of mathematics at Gauhati University and will be a resource person for today's session. Professor Hazarika research area include functional analysis, algebraic topology, fuzzy set, and their application, real analysis, linear algebra, and operation research. His teaching experience, he has more than 20 years of teaching experience in various colleges and universities. Presently, he is a professor of mathematics at Gauhati University, a position he has held since August 2020. He served as the head of the department at Rajiv Gandhi University from 2007 to 2010 and established the mathematical department at Rajiv Gandhi University, Arunachal Pradesh. His education qualification, he completed his MSc in mathematics from Gauhati University, Assam, and qualified for SLAT and UGC CSIR GRF. He earned his PhD from Institute of Advanced Studies in Science and Technology under Gauhati University in 2008, with research focused on study on eye conversion sequence space. In November 2014, he served as a visiting scientist at Istanbul University, Istanbul, Turkey in 2014. His publication, he is the author of several books on differential calculus, integral calculus, differential equation, sequence space, and a fixed point theory. He has published more than 100 research papers in various international journals, and he is a life member of many mathematical societies in India. He completed his UGC-funded project from 2007 to 2009 till titled I conversion sequence of fuzzy real number associated with multiplier sequence. Additionally, he is a reviewer for the American Mathematical Society, the European Mathematical Society, and many other organizations. Please join me in welcoming Professor Bipan Hazarika, sir. He will guide us through today's session, beginning with introduction to LaTeX. Sir, please, this stage for you now.
Thank you. All the faculty members, Department of Mathematics, the Assam Kaziranga University. And I also thank you for giving me opportunity to discuss about the basic idea of LaTeX. I'll take two classes. Initially, for the first class, I give the brief history and related basic preambles and why LaTeX is important and it is more better than word processor. So these are the basic things I will discuss in the first lecture. And the second lecture, I will discuss the basic things, how can start a document in LaTeX and how can you convert different mathematical expression through LaTeX. And if possible, I'll discuss up to how can you prepare a thesis in LaTeX, because in LaTeX it's more useful to write scientific articles, scientific documents, etc. Thank you and for giving me the opportunity. to share my first lecture. Thank you. So I'll share my screen first. So it's the first slide, and first line, if you see the basic idea on LaTeX. So if you see the LaTeX and 2E means the second edition, the word is reflect that is it possible to write this type of word in word processor. So that word is reflect that why LaTeX is important. Okay. So first we go. So these are the outline of my first lecture, history and founder of LaTeX, and WYSIWYZ. I'll discuss the full form of this term, why LaTeX term is coming, and why we use LaTeX, why LaTeX is better choice than So the history of LaTeX begin with a program called TeX, T-E-X. So you see the word that LaTeX and TeX. So these are the words is not possible to write this type, that T subscripts E and X. It is not possible to write in LaTeX in this way. It's very difficult to write. Maybe in future, maybe write in a word form, but till today, it is not possible to write this type of word in word formats. Okay. So in 1978, the computer scientist by the name of Donald Cohn, he started with a mistakes that his publishers made a typesetting his work. So he decided to create a typesetting program that everyone could easily use to typeset documents. So particularly those that include formulae and made it freely is TeX. The Coon's product is an immensely powerful program, but one that does focus very much as small details. And Donald Cohn is a faculty of MIT. Okay. He is a faculty member in Department of Mathematics in MIT. A mathematician and computer scientist by the name of Leslie Lamport wrote a variant of TeX, is called LaTeX, that focus on document structure rather than such details. So LaTeX is a document preparation system for the text typesetting program. It offers programmable desktop publishing features and extension facilities for automating most aspects of typesetting and desktop publishing, including numbering, cross-references, tables and figures, page layouts, bibliographies, and much more. LaTeX was originally written in 1984 by Leslie Lamport and has become the dominant method for using LaTeX. That means text. So few people write in plain text anymore. The current version is LaTeX 2E. That means it's the second edition of LaTeX now we are using. So these are the two founders in the history of LaTeX, Donald Cohn and Leslie Lamport. Now we go to the word WYSIWYZ. So it's full form. So LaTeX is a software system for document preparation. When writing, the writers uses plain text as opposed to the formatted text found is WYSIWYZ. YZ means what you see is what you get. Word processor like Microsoft Word. Then LibreOffice writer and Apple Pages, etc. The writer uses markup, tracking conventions to define the general structure of a document, to study text throughout a document, that means bold, italic, etc., and to add citation and cross-references. A text distribution such as the text live or mid-text is used to produce an output file like PDF, PostScript, or DVI, that means digital visual interface. So suitable for printing or digital distribution. So when you write a document in Word format, so every time we see that output, every time we are concentrated on the output when you write any documents in word processor. But when you write any documents in LaTeX, so everything, our fingerprint. Okay, so no need to worry what is the output. So this is the basic difference between LaTeX and word processor. Then LaTeX is widely used in academia for the communication and publication of scientific documents in many fields, including mathematics, computer science, engineering, physics, chemistry, economics, linguistics, quantitative psychology, philosophy, political science, etc. Nowadays, everyone uses LaTeX. So it also has a prominent role in the preparation and publication of books and articles that contain complex multilingual materials such as Arabic and Greek, etc. So LaTeX uses the text typesetting program for formatting its output and its self-writing in the text microlanguage. Then LaTeX is intended to provide a high-level descriptive makeup language that accesses the power of text in an easier way for writers. In essence, text handle the layout side, while the LaTeX handles the content side of documents processing. LaTeX comprises a collection of text macros and a program to process LaTeX documents. And because the plain text formatting commands are elementary, it provides authors with ready-made commands for formatting and layout requirements such as chapter and headings, footnotes, cross-references, and bibliography. So in a LaTeX, all are available in the form of commands. Okay? And we can add the commands in our choice also. That flexibility is available in the LaTeX. Now, why it is called LaTeX? So characters T, E, and X in the name come from the Greek letters tau, epsilon, and psi. As the name of text diverges from the ancient Greek, so it is called skill, art, and techniques. So in the Greek words, tau, epsilon, psi, nu, eta. So there are three parts. One is skill, one is art, one is technique. So TEX, there are three different words for this region. So Texas creator Donald Cohn promotes this pronunciation as tech, okay, TEKH. That is with a voiceless vowel fractive as a modern Greek, similar to the che in laws. So Lamport remarks that text is usually pronounced tech, making LaTeX and LaTeX, the logical choices. But language is not always logical. So LaTeX is also possible. So these are the different formats of the punctuation of LaTeX. Okay? So LaTeX is coming from three different letters, Greek letters, tau, epsilon, and psi. Now we get the full form. It is text. Now it is a new version. It is text. So why we use LaTeX? Because we have different processors. So why we are preferring LaTeX? So designed by academics and easily accommodate academic users. So this is formulated or designed by the academician. So it is very easy to accommodate academic users. Professionally created predefined layouts make a document really look as if printed. So it is professionally, it is created. Predefined layout make a document really look as if it is printed. Mathematical symbols and equations are easily integrated. So because in the command is available in the system, in the programming, so mathematical symbols no need to search every time because of the commands is available in the system. So mathematical symbols and equations are easily integrated. Even complex structures such as footnotes, references, table of content, and bibliographics can be generated easily. So those things are very difficult in a word processor. Every time we have to sense it. If you add one reference, we sense the number of the references. If you add a table, so you sense the number of the tables. If you add the bibliographies between some bibliographies, then definitely we have to sense their numberings. So in a word format, it's very difficult. Every time we have to check their number of name of the tables or number of the tables, footnotes, reference numbers. So these are the very difficult problems we are facing in word processors when you use word processor. But in a LaTeX, if you are using, so these are very useful. Okay, in a fingerprint, we can done all these things. So force author to focus on logical instead of aesthetic structure of the documents. Okay, so no need to think about the structure of the documents. We focus on the logical things of our academias. Creates more beautiful documents is another important thing. So those outputs we get from the LaTeX is very beautiful. Okay, we can easily, that is compared to Word file. If you have a Word file, you convert into first PDF form, then you can check it. Okay, but in a LaTeX PDF version already in the system, so we run in a PDF version, we see the documents in a PDF form. If you want our documents in a DBI form, we can run the file in a DBI form like that. Portable, computable, flexible, versatile, and cheap. It's because LaTeX is a free software. Anyone can download and install your system. Nowadays, no need to install the LaTeX software in your system because the Overlip is a free accessor, is a system. Then all the formats are available in the Overlip. Then we can use Overlip to write our documents, thesis, resumes, everything. I'll discuss in next lecture all these things. Then why we use LaTeX? So it makes beautiful documents, especially the mathematics. Those are the science background academias. They are very useful. That for them they are very useful. For the students also very useful. It was created by scientists, so for the scientists. Okay, a large and active community. It is a powerful. We can extend it in our own choice. Packages for papers, presentation, speech sheets, all are available in the systems. Okay. So these are the reasons we are choose LaTeX. And how does it work? Because when you go to use one process for programming process, so we need some commands, some adjustments we require. So you write your documents in a plain text with commands that describe its structure and meaning. The LaTeX program processor, your text and commands to produce a beautiful formatted documents. Attitude adjustment, use command to describe what is it, not how it looks. Okay, so we are focusing what is it. Don't think about how it looks. It will be done by the processor itself. Focus on your content. So we concentrate on our content of our articles. Okay, no need to think about their outputs. So that LaTeX do its jobs. Now we discuss the comparison between the LaTeX and Microsoft Word. So why LaTeX is better choice than the Microsoft? So number one, that LaTeX is for technical writing. We are using the LaTeX for technical writings. MS Word is for general purpose documents. We use also for technical writing, but we need to focus on more in the outputs or structures in Word formats. So LaTeX is more useful for writing technical documents. LaTeX and all its packages are free to use. So it is a free package. Same thing in MS Word is also it is free. LaTeX is very easy to use for sections and subsections, captions, tables, footnotes, leveling the equations, leveling the tables, leveling the citations, references, equations, etc. So these features are at the stage of development in MS Word. So this third point is more useful in the LaTeX compared to the word processor. So in a LaTeX, it's very easy to break up the sections to subsections, subsection to subsections. Citation, easily we can add without changing the reference serial numbers. Table we can add without any problems. Okay, but in the Word, it is very difficult. Every time we have to change it. LaTeX output is a PDF. No use of compatibility. Automatically it is generate the PDF versions. MS Word different versions have compatibility uses because we have to convert it to Word to a PDF version. But in the LaTeX, is automatically it is generated the PDF version of the documents. Another point why it is better, LaTeX has specified templates for an article, book, and a report, and thesis, etc. So in a LaTeX, all our templates are available for a different success. If you write an article, so your specific template is there. For different publishers also have different templates. So all are available nowadays in Overleaf. If you want to write a book in a LaTeX, the specific template is already available. So just we have to use the template. If you write a report, if you write a synopsis, if you write a thesis, all formats, specific templates are available. But in the MS Word, no such templates in different variations have compatibility uses. So in MS Word, separate templates are not available. So we have to create it. So it will take we use more labor to convert a Word file If you write an article, if you write a book, if you write a report, it's very difficult. But in a LaTeX, it's very easy to formulate our articles, books, and reports, etc. LaTeX seems to be difficult at the first stage. I also agree with this point. So first user is initial level face more difficulties. That is easier in a Word version, MS Word. So if you habituate with the LaTeX, after few times, so you forget about MS. So always try to write your every documents in LaTeX. At initial stage, you have some case problems, but it is very easy to learn it because all the systems all are available now, okay, without depending on anyone. So everything are available in Google now. So Google give all the informations. How can you proceed to write a LaTeX documents at the initial level? All are available now. All are freely accessible. Only we require net facilities. LaTeX documents has a perfect look. That is another important factor why we are choose LaTeX. Then compare than MS Word. So MS Word documents lacks such a look in a technical documents. Is not too much beautiful then compared to LaTeX. And LaTeX is painful at the beginning. I already mentioned. So at the initial level, it is very difficult to understand the points, understand their commands. But when you are using regularly, it will be very easier for everyone. So at the beginning, but once learn it, so one cannot live without it. So my personal experience, I tell you, I have not write a single letter in Word. Everything I write in LaTeX. As a CL letter also I write in a LaTeX because it's very easy to. So MS Word have not such addictions. Okay, so LaTeX is addiction. If you start all the basic steps carefully, and if you enter the system, so you are addicted with the LaTeX. So that are not with Word. Now, when you go to use some programs or softwares, we need some installation, but I am say at the initial level when we are using LaTeX, it is required, but nowadays is not required installation the LaTeX in your system. Without installation in your system, you can use your LaTeX. Okay, you can write your documents in a Overly. It is a free accessor. So when you install in your system LaTeX, so these are if it is your Windows system in a Windows, we require first step is a MikTeX, is a package. So MikTeX is a typesetting system for Windows. So we download it from the www.miktex.org. It is a free typesetting system. We can download it. It is generally recommended to install MikTeX first, then WinEdit, because nowadays initially it is WinEdit, now it is a MikTeX, so it is very easy to install it. So if you go to WinEdit, so WinEdit is a text editor. WinEdit create a source files that is .text and others. So if you see, if you write, you prepare a documents in a Word, so definitely you see docs or doc.doc, okay, like that. Similarly in LaTeX also, we create a file in a LaTeX version, that means it shows the .tex and other forms also. If your Mac system, you can use TextShop. Download it is free. The website I have mentioned here, and including the everything. Okay. So MikTeX, you have to download it. Previously, it is a very huge file. Nowadays, it is a very small file. Within a 5-10 minutes, you can download it and install it. Just you have to internet connection. Then every time your packages are updating. Previously, in the earlier days, it is not updating time to time. So all the files we have to install it, then we can run, then we can use the LaTeX in our system. Nowadays, it is very easy. Then installation system in a LaTeX. Okay, how can you install it? The following guidelines for installation contain step-by-step instruction for installation. So I have mentioned the instruction that it is easier for you to install it if you want to install in your system. The file, the text full setup.rar. Okay, this is a full folder. So contains the following file and folder which can be extracted by using any one of the software. So MikTeX 2.9 32-bit, it is a folder. Setup 2.9.4250, that file we have to install it. So open the folder, that folder then contains the following folder in the file. So what are the folders are available in that folder? So MikTeX.2.932-bit folder, setup 2.94250 file. Copy the file folder and paste it in your C program files, those you like. Okay, and run the file setup 2.9.4250 to install it. So this is most important step, first step. Then you go to accept the MikTeX copying conditions and click the next. Then you select the option install MikTeX and click next. Next step, after this, select option the complete MikTeX. First one is setup, that file. Then you go to install MikTeX, complete MikTeX. Then option that anyone who use the computer, you can choose it or you can personal use also. Then click browse the select options from the C programming. Leave the paper piece. If you use A4 size, option you can put it A4 size. If you use other than A4, you can option it. Options are available. On the options, the install missing packages on the fly. Click yes. Okay, next step. It will take 10 to 30 minutes depending on the speed of the internet facilities. Then after installation of the main text, click the close. Okay. Then you go to make a text maker, text studio, TextNet center, etc. So these are lots of facilities are available. Anyone you can choose or others also is there. Click the file, that text maker. If you want to use the text maker, then you choose the text maker and you install it. Then you go for agree. By default, that is already installed in your directory. So text maker will select, then your click install. Then all the installation system of the LaTeX in your PC or your desktop or your computer is finished. So these are the steps. If you follow one by one steps, so anyone can download because it is a free software and everybody can or anyone can install in your system. So these are the very useful steps I have mentioned because for the beginners it is required. Then we go to the basic document structure. So we require the document structures. Okay. The format of a document is pretty simple. In the preamble, we have the document class and use packages. So in the document class, it is what type of documents class you require. Their options is there. So we choose it. Okay. In the next class, I have explained all these things step by steps. Then we use packages because when you write a scientific article, we require packages. If you write a mathematics symbol, we require package. Okay. So normally we are use AMS, that means American Mathematical Society symbol for mathematical symbols. So AMS SYM, that means symbol. If you use that package, that means we can write the mathematical symbols. Okay. So packages also uses packages are there. So in the font method, that means the title page, that means title, the author, then in the body of the content. So content, that means next it is a back method, bibliography. Okay, so these are the methods. Then in the preamble, what are the packages are available? So you specify your document class. So these are very flexible. That means we can use our own way to document class. So for a document class, if you write a document in a letter, so if you write a letter in a text, LaTeX, that means we use the document class is letter. If you want to write an article, that means our document class is an article. Okay. So if you want to write a report, okay, then we are use a document class is a report. If you want to write a thesis, that means we write our document class as thesis. Okay. And if you write a book, that means our document class is a book. Okay. And the presentation, this presentation I prepared in LaTeX. So Beamer and posters, these are available. Okay. So we are using Beamer to prepare our presentation in LaTeX. Okay. Then slides also. If you want to make your documents class as a slide, that means we are use our document class as slides. So document class, always we write /backslash document class. In next class I will explain all these things. So document class, so within the square bracket we write 12 point. That means our size of the letter is 12 point. By default it is 10. In a LaTeX, by default, always if you are not mentioning anything in the size of a letter, that means it is 10 point. Okay. So and we write a curly bracket, we write article. That means we are write to an article in LaTeX. That means our document class with our size of the letter is 12 point and our document class is an article. Okay. So in a always we write in a curly bracket. So if you want to write a letter, that means in place of article, we write a letter. That means our document file is in the format of a letter. Okay. If you write a report, that means in the curly bracket. So in place of article, we write a report like that. So backslash at the beginning of the text makeup command. So backslash always we are used to write any text makeup. Another important point when you write a documents or any commands in LaTeX. Packages, that means numerous packages are available. Okay, so all are available in that package. So just we have to choose it. Next we come to the use, that means use package. So your size of a article, that means margin. If you put left margin, right margin, top margin, bottom margin, that means we use the square bracket, that means margin. So margin equal to 1 inch if you write. If you put that with geometry, that means your format of the page. Okay, that means all pages are representing in that way. That means if you write your left margin at 1 inch, that means it's 1 inch. If you write right margin, if it is 1 inch. Top margin 1 inch. Bottom margin 1 inch. That means within that space, your text will be presented. Next is use package setup. Okay. Then in the font method, so that means the title page, that means the first page of our document. So begin document. So always we write in a LaTeX, all the text we write the begin document and end document. Okay. So / begin document / end documents, everything we write within that two commas. Okay. Then title, slash title, always we are using curly bracket. So title, we write the name of the article name. So we write title. Next, author name. So we write our author name within the curly bracket. Make title. If you put slash make title, that means your title of the article, name of the author, that means address of the author, to tell details of the author, email, everything put as a title format. Then if you write in scientific article, so we put abstract after title and author details, we write abstract. Okay, so begin abstract and abstract. So between these two command, if you write your text of your abstract, that means that is represented between these. Okay, so abstract will be represented. Then page breakup. If you go to the new page, you use the page breakup. That means slash new page. It will go to the new page. If you write a slash new line, that means your new line will appear. And everything we write, begin document and end document. And then in the body. So when you write the text in the body, now we begin with a new section. So in a word, we write, say, introduction 1, that means section 1, the introduction in a word form, okay, one word format. But in a LaTeX, your section, you put slash section, within the curly bracket, you write your section name. So that means if you write section preliminaries or introduction, that means automatically it will appear that 1 point your preliminary. That means automatically the numbering will come and section will come. Okay. Then if you want to subsection between the section, then similarly we are using subsection, 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 etc. So these are commands. Slash subsection, automatically after 1, if you write subsection, that means 1.1. After 1.1, if you write the slash subsections, that means 1.1.1 like that. So if your add subsection is 1 by 1 more, that means your numbering of the subsection automatically appear. Okay, 1.1.1.1, 1.1.1.1 like that. After that, if you add another section, say section 2, that means say methods or some background of your articles, that means that slash section background, that means your section appear, it is 2 point, say background of your works. Okay, so after that, if you use subsection, that means 2.1. If you use subsection, subsection, that means 2.1.1 like that. So LaTeX does automatic numbering. Okay, no need to number 1 by 1. In Word format, you have to add the number after 1 by 1. But in your LaTeX, it's automatic numbering. No need to concentrate about your numbering. So if you do not like it, so you use that slash section. That means we are using backslash, that star within that. So if you put star, that means your number of the section will be automatically hide. Okay, so if we use section star, that means preliminary, that means your appear as introduction. No number it will be appear. So if you put star sign, automatically the number it will be hide. Similarly, if you are subsection, if you don't want your numbering, so you curly bracket, that means automatically your numbering it will be hide. Okay. Then EMPH means it is for italic. Also, you can write IT. Okay. These are old typesetting formats, but nowadays it is very easier to. Okay. EMPH no need to write. It is write slash IT means your italic. If you write slash BF, that means your bold font. Okay, like that. Then single space, if you want to single space, also we can use. If you want to double spacing, you can use double spacing. If you want to use 1/2 spacing, also you can use it. Okay, centering, if your text, if you want to center, that means we are using begin centering and centering. That means all your text will be appear in the center. If you want to left, slash left automatically will be left, slash right, it will be automatically move to right, etc. So these are the commands. Just you use the command, you write your text, automatically appear in the documents. Then these are the basic things I have discussed in my first lecture. So I use these references to prepare this presentation because it is a totally theoretical parts I have discussed in this talk. So in the next talk, I'll explain through live sections, okay? LaTeX, how can we appear using the LaTeX in the packages. So Lamport, this book, LaTeX, a document preparation system. Then Donald Cohn, the textbook, okay? Textbook is in 1986, it is published. Another book I have used, A Guide to LaTeX and Electronics Publication. This is 2004, it is published. Then another books I have used, LaTeX Beginner's Guide. Okay, so these are the main 4 books I have used to prepare this theoretical part of the beginners for a LaTeX. Anyone interested to start a LaTeX, then these theoretical parts will help definitely to install it. Then beginning a document, how can you save a document? That things I'll discuss in the next class because that is more useful for the next class, because first class I have used only the theoretical part. So I stop my lecture for 2 days. In the next lecture, I'll start the basic things of a LaTeX in the system of a LaTeX. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your mesmerizing and wonderful presentation on LaTeX. I believe it has helped every aspirant attending this fabulous scientific language FDP, organized by the Department of Mathematics, the Assam Kaziranga University. Thank you, sir, once again.
Thank you.